some might find it very strange that the Muslims love
Phone disconnected.
the prophets and the messengers of God, those honorable people. And it might be a bit of a challenge for some to understand, especially in a culture where comical sarcasm is a constant thing, is something that can be interpreted as critical thinking. It's important also to understand the Islamic perspective on how those people, those honorable prophets and messengers of God, have sacrificed a lot, and for what. Islam teaches that we are in this life as a temporary measure until we pass on, and then we pass from one life to another until we get to the day of judgment. In this life, due to its limitation and due to its imperfection, naturally there are a lot of shackles that can prevent the human being from being free. And freedom can be interpreted only as a physical freedom, i.e. freedom from slavery. However, Islam looks at freedom also from a metaphysical perspective. For example, the idea of worry and the idea of fear and the idea of anger and the idea of control, all these aspects that can be vices to the human being can be looked at as methods of slavery. And the prophets and the messengers of God, including the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when they came, they sacrificed a lot. They sacrificed their life, they sacrificed their time, they sacrificed their effort in order to attempt to bring people from, or take people away from the slavery to the creation, to the slavery of the divine. And when we talk about being a slave or being obedient to the divine, because the divine is infinite in and within the definition of the divine, then the person cannot be freer than him being obedient to that infinite. I'm trying to get a little bit into some of the philosophical aspects of this, but this is just to kind of communicate the point. So when Muslims see, for example, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, being misrepresented in the media, or when they see some cartoon TV shows like Family Guy, or even The Simpsons, making fun of Jesus, peace be upon him, or when they hear some comedians taking John or Moses or Noah and turning them into some comedy material, Muslims feel unhappy with that because Muslims view those people as honorable people that have sacrificed a lot for us as human beings. And in order to have that understanding, it is important to understand that there is a moral compass. There has to be a moral compass, an objective moral compass in our lives. If our understanding is very relativistic, which means that everything is relative, which in itself is contradictory, because that statement is a categorical statement, then we would not be able to understand why such moral people are to be held at a higher level than other aspects of this life. I hope this was helpful, and it's a bit more philosophical. I try to be simplistic or at least simplify in my approach, but I think it was important to mention this as it is while providing some of the philosophical elements of it. Thank you very much.